It's not your hair, it's your aura, it's your energy, it's your confidence. Your confidence is going to attract the love for you. There's this narrative going around that Black men do not like natural hair. I hate to break it to you, but it's not the men, it's you. And I say this with love. So please let me explain. I am Tashiann. I teach women how to build their self-confidence and allow themselves to be uniquely themselves. And natural hair is one of the things that I feel is important for Black women to embrace in order for them to fully be confident. Confidence is necessary in achieving the life that you desire. So the fact that if you are a woman embracing your natural hair, I want you to think of it as a superpower instead of a hindrance, especially in your love life. So let's get into it. Do Black men love natural hair? From what we see online and from society, the answer would be no. However, the love that you receive is a reflection of the love that you have for yourself. So if you deeply love yourself, you're going to have a partner that deeply loves you as well. If you're dating or in a relationship with a man that doesn't necessarily like your natural hair, it could be a reflection of the lack of love within yourself. If you are on your natural hair journey, I would focus on growing within your confidence with your natural hair instead of focusing on dating, because when you're ready, when you're fully in love with yourself, it is guaranteed that you're going to attract a love that is equivalent to the love that you have for yourself. So instead of dating, I mean, if it comes into your life, definitely embrace it. But instead of going out and dating when you're not necessarily ready for it, when you're not necessarily feeling confident in your natural hair, I would focus on embracing your natural hair while assisting yourself to feel confident, while building that confidence muscle, because it is a muscle. You're not going to feel confident just randomly one day. It's going to take some time. It's going to take you playing around in different hairstyles. It's going to take you hyping yourself up in the mirror. It's going to take some affirmations. Your confidence is going to take some time. I was there where when I was growing out my hair, I didn't necessarily like how my hair looked. I felt very uncomfortable, and that comes with the territory. Men would still come up to me. Men would come up to me, so I know for a fact that men like natural hair, but we're going to get into that more later. But right now, we're just focusing on you. Focus on your energy and your love of self, and finding a partner is not going to be difficult. If you focus on yourself and focus on loving yourself, you're going to find a partner that loves you deeply because you deeply love yourself. But it's going to take you some time to get to a point where you deeply love yourself. Even now, sometimes I still struggle with feeling pretty or beautiful with my natural hair, even though I am still more confident than I was. I still struggle with my confidence sometimes, and that still is something that I'm working on. But at the core, I deeply love myself, and my natural hair journey has helped me do that. And if you know that you are not fully confident in yourself, then definitely take that time away from dating to focus on yourself. If you find yourself resonating with those women who say that dating with natural hair sucks or it doesn't work, or I even heard one young woman say that she doesn't blame women for wanting to wear wigs, etc., and covering up their hair just so they can find a partner. If you resonate with that, then that is a reflection of your own insecurities. Furthermore, we have to take into account the men that we are asking. We have to take into account the men that you're getting this information from. It's rare that you find a Black man moving in their purpose and loving themselves. From history, there has been a long line of breaking Black people down so that they don't love themselves, and we are still actively living the repercussions of that. So going through a process of loving yourself takes courage. It takes unlearning and relearning. It takes spirituality. It takes a lot to actually love yourself as a Black person, as a Black woman, as a Black man. A lot of Black men in mainstream society don't have that love of self. A lot of Black men in general don't have that love of self. So you are going on the street just asking random men whether they like natural hair or not. You're going to get answers that you don't like because these men don't actually love themselves. In today's society, a lot of women don't love themselves either. It's rare that you find a woman being authentically themselves and fully loving themselves with their natural hair. It's just as rare for men to exhibit that kind of self-love. We have to think about, does this man love himself? Does this man love the fact that he's a Black man? Does this man have issues with his self-worth, with his self-love? If they don't love themselves, they're not going to be able to love you being authentically you with your natural hair. However, on the flip side, if a man loves himself, he will not only love you, but will be inspired by your authenticity, by how much you love yourself. The kind of energy and aura that I give off just by being authentically myself, including my natural hair, is either going to attract people to me or repel. And most of the people that it repels are people who don't have the caliber to love me anyway. A lot of the men that do come up to me see my worth and they are inspired by and attracted to my authenticity. And most of them are Black men. I get approached by other men as well, which is normal, but I get approached by a lot of Black men, and it's Black men who love themselves and they don't look one way. It's not like only one type of Black man is attracted to natural hair. That's not true. Black men that are going to be attracted to you love themselves, and you will know that they love themselves by how they treat themselves, how they treat their family, what kind of morals and values do they have, how do they eat, do they work out, do they have businesses, are they moving in their purpose? A man who loves himself will exhibit some of those qualities, and I'm sure other qualities as well. And that could kind of give you an indicator of if this is someone that is going to appreciate you and love you with your natural hair. But there's Black men out there who are going to love you with your natural hair. And you're not going to have to go out and look for them. You're not going to have to search really hard. What you do have to do is focus on yourself and focus on loving yourself and grow within your self-confidence so that no matter what your hair looks like, you know that you're that girl. You know that you are it. You know that you're a big stepper, okay? No matter what your hair looks like, you build that confidence within yourself and you allow yourself to blossom into the most beautiful version of yourself with your natural hair and fully love on yourself. And as you do that, when it is time for a relationship, when you do really want a relationship, when you're ready for that to come into your life, it will. You will meet someone who loves you for who you are, for your natural hair. I really hate the fact that some women feel like Black men don't like their natural hair when that's not true. They're getting all that information from Black men who don't even love themselves. How can they love another woman who is loving themselves enough to embrace their natural hair? Of course they're gonna love the woman that hides their natural beauty. Of course they're gonna love the woman that wears a lot of the makeup and wears weave and isn't authentic because they aren't authentic themselves. So Black women, you will be able to find love without having to go to other cultures, without having to feel like only white men will love you. I see a lot of women talking about the different kinds of men their hair attracts. It's not your hair, it's your aura, it's your energy, it's your confidence. Your confidence is going to attract the love for you. Your confidence is going to attract a love that is just for you, that is unconditional. And it doesn't matter the race. It doesn't matter the type of man. If you want a certain type of man, if you have preferences, that is okay. Make sure you know your preferences when it's time for you to be intentional about bringing a relationship into your life. And you can definitely get a man that is a reflection of your preferences, regardless of what your hair is like. It's really your confidence. So Black women, love your natural hair, embrace your natural hair. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the more you work on loving yourself, finding a partner that loves you. And if you want them to be a Black man, it's inevitable. It's gonna happen. You just have to make sure that you're giving yourself the energy to blossom into the most confident version of yourself. If you resonated with this video, if this video gave you any motivation or inspiration to embrace your natural hair and to love on yourself, regardless of what anyone else is thinking or saying. Like this video, comment below a flower emoji, symbolizing transformation and self-love and allowing yourself to blossom into the most beautiful version of yourself. And subscribe. You're gonna love it here. I talk about all things self-love and confidence, and I challenge myself to become more confident and more beautiful in order to achieve the life that I desire, in order to achieve the love that I desire.